Hey, good morning. Welcome to the morning brief. Today's Tuesday, July 22nd. So, what's on the docket for today from forexfactory.com? We have Federal Chair Powell speaking at 8:30. That's in about 30 minutes from now. And as you know, they've got it as a medium impact, but this could spiral out of control really, really quickly because he could say pretty much anything that might get this market going one direction or another. So be very, very aware of what's going on around 8:30 and what he actually says. 10 a.m. Richmond Manufacturing Index. This is also a medium impact item. I particularly like this one because it includes the southern states manufacturing. And as you know, the southern states have a lower labor cost than, say, New England or the New York or California. So usually this is the first manufacturing index to start picking up if manufacturers pick it up because it's the lowest cost. And it's also the last to see any kind of downward move in manufacturing because it's also the lowest cost. 4:30, we have API Weekly Statistical Bulletin, a low impact item, so nothing to write home about there. Moving on. Looking at the daily chart. So I've got this zoomed out pretty way so you can see that this is an old trend line from way back. This is why I leave trend lines on my charts because you never know how good they are going to be in the future. So you can see that that is very good trend line. We continue to sort of go sideways to up, mostly sideways, but with a bias to the upside. This continues. We are really waiting on earnings to be able to determine if the tariffs are starting to finally come through. Those increasing prices start to come through and start to hit earnings. We're kind of waiting on that to see what happens. We're above the moving averages, all bullish. Like I said before many times, the big concern is whenever you spread this out and you can actually look at the volume is just really not confirming. It's like the market is extraordinarily cautious. It's not ready to throw everything in and go, yes, we're going up or yes, we're going down. Very cautious volume. Yeah, it is what it is. Moving on, looking at the inventory. So inventory from yesterday was positive by a decent margin, even though at the very end of the day, we did have somewhat of a sell-off. These are positively correlated. That is a good thing. Moving on. Overnight action, approximately 17 points. So that's actually lower than the historical long-term average, which is about 20 to 22. So again, I think the market is particularly worried about what Powell could say. And therefore, yesterday, overnight, we just had a very, very narrow trading range. Where do we have support and resistance? So we've got resistance on the top side around the 63.73 area. I think that's the all-time high is 63.74. We've got a Fibonacci up here at 63.97. Of course, the whole number 6,400. We break above 6,400. Go way up high, 64.54. This is some sort of extension that I've got drawn there. So guesstimations up high. On the bottom side, where do we have support? Support intraday or overnight around that 63.30-ish area, 63.21, 63.10, 6,300, big number. If we get below that, it kind of looks ugly. Just above 62.80, 62.81, 62.50 is another level. And if we get going even more down, which is unlikely, but could happen, 62, basically on the 10, 62.32, 62.20. Of course, 6,200 would be a big number. That's a long way away, but let's mention it anyway, just for the fun of it. What do we got for the Stock Traders Almanac today? 47.6. That's a negative bias by about 2.4% to the downside. So a 52.4% chance the market will be down today. That is from the Stock Traders Almanac. Hope you have a great day. Happy trading and see you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com.